This is Marie, and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today we're going to be talking about the month of November 2022. Now, if you're just is it your first time in the channel, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. I would really appreciate the traffic to my channel. And before we get started, I just wanted to add, for those who are interested, today I'm going to be using the Wiser Tarot. So we know that the last few days a lot of information has been coming out, especially in the last 24 hours. So I feel like it would be now is a good time to take a look at the month of November on a week-by-week basis, just to get an idea of what to expect, because things is getting fired up, so to speak, right? So I'm gonna do like a 4-card layout. Each card represent the one of each of the weeks, or 4 weeks, and then another row of 4 cards to clarify. So let's take a look and see what the landscape is looking at right now, just to give us an idea, I guess, to better prepare, to better weather the storm, because things is a lot of information is coming out at once. It's kind of hard to keep up. So let's see what the cards were to say. So we're trying to take a week-by-week look. Trying to take a week-by-week look of what is happening right now. What may happen for the month of November 2022. So things are heating up. Okay, trying to shuffle nicely, cut the cards, and I'm gonna start here. First card, first card is the 10 of Wands. First week. Second week, the Chariot. Second week. Third week is the 5 of Cups. That's the third week. And then the 4th week, Queen of Cups. All right, let me see if I can put everything in one frame. Okay, so far so good. And 6 of Cups. That's clarification for the first week. 9 of Swords. Clarification for the Chariot. 2 of Pentacles. That's clarification for the 5 of Pentacles. And 5 of Wands. That's clarification for the Queen of Cups. Okay, wow, it's a mixed bag. So the 10 of Wands talks to me about the end of a system somehow, the end of something. So each of those wands represent either a project, it could be growth, it could be inspiration, it could be motivation. Something had occurred for the first week of September, where that would signify the end either of a project or a situation, or of a system, or a particular system. It might be an industry in general, so it's kind of hard to tell, but usually Wands tends to do with work. So I wonder, is it to do with the economy? Is it to do with a particular industry? So this is something we're gonna have to look for. It looks like it signifies the end of something, the end of a project era. I wonder if it's the end of administration. I mean, it's the end of something. And the way that the card, the aspected, is the 6. Sorry, it's the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is usually, for me, this card is a kindness card. It's a card of nostalgia. It's a card of sharing. It's a card. It could also be being rewarded for a job well done. And it could be a card of of nuance, gentleness, and it could be a card of kindness for me as well. So it's as if it's to say that there's going to be an end of something, and the way that it's present itself or is shared to the world is going to be done in a very subtle, in a very a subtle or kind way. So maybe the way they deliver the news is not going to be as gigantic or as profound that people, well, it probably going to be a big news, but the way it's delivered is going to present it in a way that's maybe very kind or very absorbable, or it's maybe to generate less panic. So the way I see it is going to be done in a way that is very again, the word kind comes to mind. Very subtle way or very kind way, in a way not to alert people and not to, get people like, screaming and yelling. So that's the first week. Okay, interesting. Second week is the Chariot. So the Chariot is this gentleman pushing forward quite very quickly, very forcefully. This person is bold. This person, is not afraid of starting a new adventure. So it's as if the card is trying to say that things are going to be moving very rapidly, as the week, the second week is coming about, where things is going to move rapidly of sort. And then this is a major arcana, which I thought was interesting. And usually that card represents victory, boldness, and it also representing a movement or so that's going to occur quite rapidly. So as if maybe there's a process in place that's going to implement itself quite successfully. What kind of process, what kind of movement is that going to be? I wonder. And the card that's aspecting it is the Nine of Swords. So if you see this Nine of Swords, is a lot of worry. It's a lot of doubt. It's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear, frustration that comes about. It's as if to tell you, while this process is happening, in the forefront, this movement going on, a lot of people are going to be worried, I guess, for the process itself. So I wonder what process that might be, because this card can also be a military card as well. So it's I wonder if it's could it be the EBS? I don't know, but anywho, that's gonna cause why this process is in play. It's as if maybe it's something being activated, but this is a movement card. So again, either a group of people or a situation that presents itself that's going to be coming very boldly, very proudly, very confidently, to implement a new change, because this is a movement card again. And while this is being done, a lot of people are going to be worried, a lot of people are going to be concerned. So this is something for us to keep in mind in the back of our heads. And as the days progress and things unfold, maybe this will kind of give you an idea, to not freak out totally, because maybe that's a warning for us to prepare ourselves, right? So the third week is the Five of Cups. You see this person in very cloaked, he clearly disappointed about what he's lost. But the silver lining that people don't realize is there's two cups here still full. But he's so focused on what he's lost, he doesn't even realize what he has there. So I guess people will, a lot of people is gonna be disappointed, or maybe waking up as a result of what occurred. I wonder, either with the Chariot and with the Ten of Wands. So that's interesting. That that could also be seen as people waking up, people, being emotionally either tired or just fed up, or maybe just drained, emotionally drained, with all those back-to-back events happening. You know, a lot of people are being are spread thin right now, financially, emotionally, spiritually. I mean, we can go on and on down the list, because, you know, whether you do research or not, or whether you follow the news or not, but you do feel this strain on you, this heavy weight, you know, either in your heart, that, you know, you think that something is not quite right, but you're not able to put your finger into it, and this is going to pronounce itself in a very big way. And now the card that aspects this is the Two of Pentacles. It's as if more than ever people are going to be even more concerned about, you know, finances, about uh, uh, money, about their budget, about, you know, inflation. Uh, so this is going to be a big concern again for people as the weeks progresses to the third. So a lot of, you know, disappointments, a lot of frustration, a lot of emotional dissatisfaction, and it feels like it's either toward evidence, information, or it can also facts that is going to be to unravel. But I feel here it's more to do with people's finances, you know, inflation, the economics of how the world is going about. So all of that, I think, is putting additional strain. And the fourth week, so the Queen of Cups was the for the last week of November. Now the Queen of Cups is usually somebody very highly mature, very much emotionally aware, a person who's very sensitive. Like, it can be an empath, it could be a psychic. Anyway, somebody very charismatic, somebody very relatable, somebody you can just you're drawn to because you feel comfortable, you know, talking to her, and you feel safe. You feel, you know, uh, that you can share certain things with her and not feel, you know, weird. So this card uh, could depict either a person that's gonna shift the mood, uh, or it could mean that people. So there's two ways you could see this. This could probably be a person that's gonna come to the scene to shift the mood of the world, for that month in November, in a meaningful way, or it could mean, people waking up, you know. And if you look at this lady, this cup is very ornate. It's as if, you know, a lot of people are focusing on issues that are really affecting their immediate need, and a lot of people waking up to the bowl, so to speak. Emotionally, people are uh, able to pinpoint, you know, what's really going on. You know, before it was very hard to have certain conversation with people because they would say, well, we have to blame this person or that person. But now we know who the, I don't know, you could say, enemy is really. That there's a particular group of people that is out there trying to uh, turn the world upside down with the Great Reset and hurt people in the process. So people are really getting zero in, you know, able to really take note and getting emotionally aware to what's really happening. Emotional maturity to go on with it. And that's saying that it's a good thing because it leads to a breakthrough. Because this card, you know, it's gonna not only, you know, unify people if this continues, this awakening of the population, of people's, you know, being awakened to what's really going on. It's going to lead to unity, and it's going to lead to people working together to find other solution to really help. So I wonder, is it on the local level? I'm not sure, but either way, it looks like, you know, this waking up, awakening process is really going to bring people together. It's going to help them find solution to better their lives. So that's interesting. That's that's beautiful. So while we are here, let us see if we can get and advice from the universe. Let's see what the card wants to share as advice for the month of November. Any wisdom, you know, what we could do. We gotta help things, help people along. Something hopeful, something nice, something uplifting. A little bit of good news, right? So let's see. So I'm going to use a katana chart. So the universe wants to say that things are going to get better. Things are going to change in a meaningful way. This is to answer the question. This is the situation. This is recent past with the Knight of Wands, recent past. This is an Ace of Sword. Ace of Sword. Present. Eight of Pentacle. Represent recent outcome, potential outcome. And then this is the Seven of Cups, clarification. And Nine of Wands as clarification. So we're using the Kachina sword. So the first one is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is new beginning. It's an emotional awakening, emotional maturity. It's a new beginning in an emotional way. Like people are really waking up to emotional maturity, really, to see they will see above the confusion, the dysfunction of what maybe the media or those different industries, they've been really taking advantage of people. So people are going to be able to see through the bull. And that's beautiful. That's awesome, actually. Situation is the moon. So the moon represents the best way that the moon reveals itself to me is that the moon can be, sometimes it gets dark before the sun comes out, right? And things are gonna get a little bit dark for us. We may not know what's going on. We can get very anxious. We can get very fearful because we don't know. This is uncharted territory, and the card is asking for us to hold on tight and to be resilient and to not let go. Just basically to hang in there as long as you possibly can, and to be patient and to be resilient. Ooh, okay. Okay, now this is not the first time that I'm seeing this theme here. So in the recent past with the Knight of Wands, so usually the Knight of Wands represent the good military for me. One is growth, inspiration, motivation, fire. So his movement, it looks like in the background, the military has been working pretty diligently in putting forward information with the Ace of Sword in the present. So Ace of Sword is going to be a lot of information, either a download of information or like a big burst of information coming out into the public eye. When that information comes in such a big way, it's as if the card wants to say that it's really gonna wake us up emotionally. And at the same time, a lot of people are gonna freak out. It's gonna be fearful a bit. I know it's no laughing matter, but it might freak out some people, especially the people who have not been awake. So this is when probably gonna have to be a little patient with the people who have not been aware, whose head has been in the sand. We're really gonna have to, embrace them and be kind and really guide them through this process, because they might get a little scary. And the the potential outcome is you see this gentleman, this artisan, really perfecting his craft, like really working, really paying attention to details. And it's as if the card is saying, you know, focus on the task at hand. You know, it's as if she said, continue on your daily affair. Uh, However, just, you know, try to keep a positive outlook. Try to hold on. Try to keep yourself above the dysfunction. You know, it's as if, you know, it's as if trying to say that, you know, don't let this drama pull you down completely. You know, and he, as if, okay, I'm putting two more cards, as if the universe is saying, use this time to really reflect. You know, things are gonna get uncomfortable, but really use this time to, as if to try to say, to soak it in, because there's gonna be a lot of awakening process going on. And on the other side of what's happening, things are gonna get better with that Empress card. So that's the advice. And yes, that's some good news. We're gonna need the abundance, truly. So thank you for your time. Do feel free to share, like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the other one. Post. Bye.